Appreciate you clicking on this video. Like, subscribe, click all the stuff down below. I'm super excited about this one. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. All right, today we are going to install the Hey Fun rooftop tent on top of my Jeep Gladiator. I'm not necessarily into the overlanding stuff, but I think this is going to be really cool for deer hunting, scouting, you know, just going on family trips and camping, being able to have a place to stay, pop the tent up, and you're able to just set up camp for the night. So I'm really excited about this. We're going to do a quick review of this thing, see how it does, get it installed, in-depth view of how it's going to be. All right, I'm out here burning some brush piles today. Trying to, it's a slow process, but getting ready for some food plots. And I thought this would be a good time to do kind of a first impressions of this new rooftop camper, rooftop tent, the cheapest rooftop tent I could get from Hey Fun. Spent my first night in it last night. Let's go through kind of pros and cons, what I thought about it. This one was right at $1,200. I think it may have been $1,100 and then taxes. So we'll right around $1,000. What you get, is it worth it? So on and so forth. This is a clamshell style tent, the hard, I think it's the Adventure Pro. I may put that down in the links, but it's the hard top. It does come with some roof racks for solar panels up there. I'll get those installed at some point, but I didn't worry about it too much for this trip. It's sitting on top of an overland vehicle system camper shell, metal camper shell. So let's talk pros. First night in it, wasn't that bad. Now, the mattress in there, you're going to want to upgrade it, or you're going to want to put an inflatable mattress in there. But it does open good. The main thing I was worried about, how good are these zippers going to be on these screens and doors? They're fine. They worked good. You know, time will tell on that. Long term, you know, might be a little different. But I had all three of the screens. It's the only thing I had, so I could get some airflow last night. Everything went pretty good. Ladder, not the best ladder I've ever been on, but it does work. It is a little bit like the angle's kind of steep, I guess, so it's kind of leaned out a bunch. So to me, it kind of feels weird. You know, I'd rather it be more straight up and down, but it works. You can come in on the sides, which is what I'll probably do, because like right now I need to be here cooking breakfast on this, and I can't because of where the ladder is. So it's easy to switch. There's already two places to hang it over there. You got a rain shield, and it comes with another one. I don't know if this one maybe isn't waterproof and the other one is. Not really sure on that, but let's get up here in it. All right, so lots of storage up here. I had my phone up there. You get pockets on the sides. You got, again, a rain, not a rain file, but you can close it all up, try to keep the heat in, and you've got like a screen. The mattress, not super great, real thin, but it does the job. You have a screen under here in case the humidity gets down in there, and you don't want that obviously for mold. But it was comfortable enough, more comfortable than on the floor. A couple things that I would do differently. I wish these folded up instead of down. Because they fold down, they're kind of down here and you're sleeping on them. If they rolled up like the front does, then you wouldn't have them down here in your bed. They'd be kind of up out of the way, which to me just makes a lot more sense. A couple things that I got that I think are pretty important. So inside here is just a basic power pack. This is actually one from Scentlok, just your basic power pack. It comes with this LED in here, if I can get it to turn on. Works good. You can actually dim the light if you want, which is pretty cool. You don't want the bugs. Change some different tints, I guess you could say. But it works good just off your basic power pack, which is pretty cool. LED is cool. It seems like it's insulated more on the top, and it kind of looks like there might be you might be able to put insulation on the sides for like winter camping. Hopefully I can get that before the winter, because again, deer season, it's probably gonna be cold out. One thing I got that was not a part of the tent, but pretty cool, is this little fan. And this, again, it's a Scentlok power bank, but the ability to turn it on, I don't like this blue light, but to have some fans, some air blowing, was pretty nice last night because it was hot and humid. So, and this thing didn't use hardly any battery, and I had it running until I woke up sometime in the middle of the night. It was cold, so turned it off then, but just having that right there, the ability to get some air moving was pretty nice. Lots of storage again. You could put a tablet up here if you wanted. A couple things I've learned just from a little bit of playing with it. Leave the screens open when you close it because it will trap air and it pushes out the sides as you close it. So it's really hard to get the sides to all stuff in when you've got everything zipped up pretty well airtight. Obviously not airtight, but close enough. So it traps air and it pushes the sides out. So leave it where just the vents are showing or nothing. And that'll really help the closing of it because that can be a pain sometimes. This one comes with an awning. Obviously this is off Amazon, but it comes with an awning. Not a great awning, but just a heads up, it's going to slide through this little small rail here, which is a pain to get it in there, but it slides all the way down, and then it's just a tarp basically with 2 posts, and you got to tie it off. So, you know, any windstorm is going to destroy it, but it's in there. I'm not even going to put it up because I'm just going to save it for a time when I absolutely need it, because I think it's going to be one and done, and so I'm not even going to try to mess with it until I absolutely have to. All right, it does come with shoe holders or boot holders or whatever. I'm not crazy about them. They go here, but they slide onto this little rack here at the bottom. It works okay, but boy, it's hard to get them in that rack. And I feel like the longer they're used and the more frayed they get on the ends, they're not gonna wanna fit on this rack here, this rail. I mean, just a simple clip or D-ring or something might work better, just being able to clip onto something. But it does come with 2 of these. I just keep them in here for right now. So it comes with a ladder bag. So first thing I'm gonna do is put the ladder in the ladder bag, and then we'll go from there. So the ladder's nice and collapsed. Slide it in here. All right, so we've got our ladder bag in here. I've still got my pillow and my blankets in here. Next, we'll get these rods off of the rain cover, if that's what this even is. I'm not 100% concerned, sure it's even a rain cover, but these rods will slide in here. So inside here, we've got our ladder, we've got our rain fly pop-out things, we've got our shoe bags that hang off here. Now we're ready to start closing her up. So this little rope here on the bottom, we're gonna try to have it keep everything kind of pulled in, pull it all to the back like that. And then we're gonna slowly start bringing it down. Again, vents are open, so we should be able to push air out. This front part here is wide open too. So as we come down, we can kind of keep things to the middle. You'll see the air kind of trying to come out of it. All right. Not the best close-up job, but we're closed up. We may open it up at home and stuff some more stuff in, but I think we're pretty good for right now. Again, that's a little bit of a pain. I thought it'd be easier and smoother, but if anybody's got any tips for that, let me know. All right, so pros and cons of this. First impressions, again, I've only stayed 1 night in it, so I'll do a long-term review of it at some point. I wish it had the intake for an air conditioner or a heater. One of them that I was looking at buying did have that, but maybe it didn't have the solar panel rack, so I ended up not going with that one. I think I can stick the hose in and zip up around it, but it would be nice if there was a dedicated line in that you could just run an air conditioner vent in and keep that cold air in, or a heater, diesel heater, and keep that vent, you know, keeping that air coming in. So that's a negative. Not a deal breaker for me. It is a little harder to pack up than I had hoped. I really thought we'd just literally just close it and it'll be good to go. Maybe it gets better as you go, but you'll have some spots. I have some spots, like you can see right here, where just some of that tint is kind of sticking out. There was some areas like this is how it came in. It's kind of some white stuff on it. I don't know if that's just paint or what, but you know, you're buying off Amazon, so you kind of, you know, you're expecting the quality not going to be great. It does have like a USB port and stuff in there, so you can run a power thing here. I don't have one yet. I plan on getting one. It would be nice to have a power bank in here. You could run snake the cable out here to this when you're camping. So that's on my list of things to get, is a portable power unit. But the tent itself, made from aluminum, seems like it's going to be good. Ladder's good. No real issues. I mean, I like about everything I see so far. Hinges and everything seem like they're going to be solid. It's locked down good. It doesn't move. You can see the way it mounts onto the crossbars here. That's the method that you get for mounting those, just some bolts on a rail. At some point I'll have the solar panel on top, but I don't have anything to charge, so I didn't even bother putting it on there right now. So Hey Fun Adventure Pro, I'm not sponsored by them. They didn't give me this. I paid for this. I have no affiliation with them. Pretty neat little camper. I hate to call it cheap because $1,100, $1,200 is still expensive, but first impressions for a more affordable one like this, I've been pretty impressed with it so far. Hopefully we'll get some better weather and get some more camps in it, and we'll do a little more of a long-term review at some point, hopefully here before deer season. Appreciate you watching. Rambo Bikes, use TripleRwoods. Black Flag Supplements, use TripleRwoods. Go check out fishing stuff in Sherwood, Arkansas. Deer season will be here before you know it. Time to get that bow tuned up, get those strings on, get your broadheads, get ready for the fall. Appreciate it.